Hi, I'm Kelly and welcome to Kapowski Reads. And this is just a little weekly vlog where I bring you with me as I actually do activities and go outside. And then share with you what I have been reading. Full disclosure, as I was editing this video, I realised I have lost my introduction. So I'm filming this the same day that I filmed the last part of this vlog. So you will see this shiny face exactly the same in a little bit. This week my parents were up visiting, so I just did some nice trips away with them and had just such a charming and lovely long weekend. And I read a couple of books that I want to share with you as well. So yeah, back to the video that I actually filmed at the time. And then I'll come back. Yeah. I don't know where the footage went. Oh, me too. We're back. We did get to go to Amandine, which is this really gorgeous patisserie. I was gonna say patisserie cafe. It's just a patisserie. Where they have the most gorgeous like flowers on the wall. So it's so pretty. And we got some lunch, well, brunch. The original plan was we were just gonna get cake, and then we went in and saw that they had a croissant. So we got Emmental and ham, and it was just perfect. I got a mango and raspberry, I don't know what it was, but it looked delicious, and I had a pastry fork. What more could a girl ask for? I got a little box of macarons to bring home because my parents are coming up to visit, and I wanted to have like a nice thing, you know, greet them, be like, here is a cup of tea. Note to self, buy some cow's milk because they won't enjoy almond milk. So I need to get some cow's milk for their tea. And I wanted to give them like, oh, here's some nice macarons. But there's a chance that they'll all be eaten by the time they come. I don't know. Then we took a little walk to Union Terrace Gardens, where I've never been before because it was getting redone and it was getting like completely redone. I've seen it since it opened like last year, I think, but I've never gone into it. And there's a slide. Like, first of all, excellent. Had I known that, I would not have been wearing a dress because I would have wanted to go down that slide. And it saves you like taking the stairs or like the ramp. And I've just never been in a park before that had a slide. I think it's for everyone. I don't think it's just for kids. I saw an adult go on it, which made me think I could go on it. Again, if not wearing a dress. And it was just so pretty. It's just nice to remember like there's some just genuinely gorgeous parts in like the city centre. It was so lovely, so relaxing. And there were the theatre is like just behind the gardens, and they were doing like some promo for an up-and-coming panto. So there was just some people in costumes, some guy with like a bedazzled axe just with a camera. It was so bizarre, but also felt so right. And that is us home now. We were going to go and do a few other things and then thought, or we could add these to like our list and have like a list of things we want to do and places we want to go, and just try and do that, get out the house a little bit more. It's nice to have goals. Even though my heart says just stay home and rot. You love staying home and rotting. I'd also like to go out and, you know, see a bit more of the city that I've lived in for 10 years and not really seen. I have no real plans for the rest of the day, but I do need to make a chili tonight because I think our mince is dated today, and if so, I have to make a chili. If it's not, I don't have to make a chili tonight, and we can just have like a foraged dinner because it's so warm today. And I know when I see the temperature, people who live in outside of Scotland will probably laugh at me for complaining about how hot it is. But it is currently 16 degrees and I'm boiling because our houses are they're built to like keep heat in. All of our buildings are built to like absorb the heat. So it's just sweltering. It feels like there's no air. So I'm gonna go back downstairs where it's slightly cooler, and I may or may not be making chili. Who knows? I'm just back from dolphin spotting. I have lived in Aberdeen for 10 years and I have never seen the dolphins at the sea. I have said I have, but I was lying because I've been with people who have seen them and been like, oh, did you see that over there? No, I didn't. But today, I definitely did. My parents and I went up to a cafe called, I want to say it's called Grey Hope. It is right up at the top, like, point of Aberdeen. It's over like the city on one side, the sea on the other side, and the dolphins were out in force, just like jumping. I got a tiny bit of B-roll, but I don't think it really shows just how many dolphins there were. It was just magical, and it made my wee heart so happy, and it was so nice being able to show my parents, like, look, we have dolphins. We've got dolphins here, and they had a great time too. And then I went to the supermarket because it is hot, as you can probably see by how shiny I am, and unrelated, but my floor is very creaky. We went to the supermarket because I had to pick up some bits, and I thought I would show you. It is 22 degrees right now. 22 degrees in the northeast of Scotland, in our homes and buildings that just absorb the heat. I feel so bottom, but I'm gonna just show you some nice little things I got from the supermarket because it's such a rare treat for me to go to a big supermarket. We don't drive, so we tend to do online shops, and I got so excited with the big supermarket. First thing I got was lunch. I am going to be having crunchy katsu curry. It was curry? Sushi. It was reduced. Still really like £6.85, which is very expensive. But you know, it's a nice little treat. I'm off work today, so let's have a nice little treat for a lunch. And the warm weather makes me want to just live on like fresh fruit salads, like nice cold things that have a water content. I picked up some blueberries. The best looking ones they had were just the Asda own brand. Some strawberries because I love strawberries. Not a raspberry girl, but I think I was spoiled as a child because my parents grew raspberries, so the only raspberries I like are my mum's. And a massive box of cherries. I have got fruit in the fridge, but I plan to finish it with lunch and then I will have none. So I needed to get replacements, and I got a wild card. I got a dragon fruit. I have never had I've eaten dragon fruit, but it's been in like fruit salads. So I've never prepped one myself. This will be an experience, and I know I like it. I'm excited to eat it. I like it, so now I have my own. I was running a little low on like salady things. I have leaves, but leaves are the least exciting part, in my opinion, of a salad. I like some crunch, so I got some radish, which I love, and radish are also usually pretty cheap, which makes up for spending a small fortune on sushi. And upside down, beetroot. Currently very much into pickled beetroot. I'm delighted to have this. I also got a little tub of prawn cocktail. I know I could make it myself, but let's be honest, I'm not going to. I'm probably not going to. So I bought a ready-made one, and very excited. And the best crisps. Second best maybe. I love Taylor's pickled onion, but I also love salt and vinegar Pringles. However, I ate them recently and they like tore apart the like corners of my mouth, and they were so painful that I'm like, well, I'm not going to eat them again. Back to pickled onion I go. I am going to put these away and just have a nice sort of easy afternoon. My parents are here, so just lots of catching up. And yeah, that's it. Very exciting morning I have had. Dolphins and a dragon fruit. What a great day. This is the view from the top of Aberdeen. So windy. Today I am wearing my mother's pearls. I watched a bunch of Ascot fashion interviews, looking at what people are wearing at Ascot and being like, that's a delightful outfit. From whence did it come? And one of the people being interviewed was like, these are family pearls. And I just about lost my damn mind laughing at that. And then realised, I have family pearls. These are my mother's. Well, they're mine now. My mum gave me them one Christmas like 12 or so years ago, and I love them. She got them for her wedding many moons ago, and I was laughing so hard at them that I decided I would wear my family pearls today. So I did, and this tickled me, and I don't think that will amuse anybody nearly as much as it amused me. But today my family are up visiting, and we went to the garden centre. I love a garden centre. I'm a millennial woman. I love me a garden centre despite hating gardening. I just like looking at all of the nice, it's like a botanical garden with an aquarium because there are fish there too. So I've got like the little fish food and was feeding the koi, which was it was great fun for me, and I think the fish liked it too. And we just got a lunch. I got a roast dinner because who can refuse on a Sunday? Who can refuse a roast dinner? However, my eyes were so much bigger than my belly, and I had such a small breakfast as well, so that I was like, oh, ready to embrace garden centre restaurant. I was poised. I was ready, but oh, it was so much food. I could not finish it. And I had made the mistake of getting a piece of cake because it sounded delicious, like a Persian lemon cake. I had little rose petals and pistachios on it. I got a slice of that because the cake's first. Then you walk down and there's the main food. And I was like, oh, a roast dinner. And oh, so full. And my mum got me a little takeaway box, so it's in the fridge downstairs. I'll have it at dinner. Hopefully I will not be full by then. My parents are not feeling the best today, so they've just gone back to the hotel to just chill. My mum's got a cold, a really bad cold has just come on for her quite suddenly, and my stepdad's got a really bad leg just now, so he's finding it hard to sort of walk around. And we were like, well, you can either just come chill at the house or chill at the hotel, like whatever you want. So they have gone back to the hotel to just relax. My mum's like, I'm not gonna have a nap. And I'm like, maybe you should have a nap. So we might see them again later tonight. Maybe not, might just see them again tomorrow. Hopefully they're both feeling a bit better. It's just such a shame that they've come down with not being too well when it's our weekend together, but it happens. Like, nobody's to blame. So we just had a kind of like chill weekend together. I also got a new, very exciting, I was gifted this gorgeous notebook, which is just from Tesco, and it's a paper chase brand, but it was from Tesco. This is a gorgeous notebook. I am going to be starting a qualification soon. So it's got cats on it. I love it. I'm going to be doing a qualification at work, which starts in July. It's just a qualification in, I mean, this vibe is very 50s schoolgirl. Not intentional. Not mad at it. I'm doing a qualification in basically my job. But I'm still really anxious about it because I know I can do my job. I'm very, like, not to boast, I feel very confident in my capability of doing my job. But it's going to be like an official certification qualification in my job. And I wanted to get a notebook for all my notes because I like to have physical notes instead of typed ones. I just learn better that way. A chap outside has started mowing the lawn, so I will keep this little update short and sweet. And I was going to tell you what I'd been reading this week, but it's kind of noisy, so I will do that tomorrow when hopefully there's not a shirtless man outside mowing a lawn. Because there's a shirtless man outside mowing a lawn. I don't know this man. I assume he's related to the woman whose lawn he's mowing. I'll be back. It's me again from the intro. I'm back. I finished 2 books that I feel I need to share them with you. I read 2 books. They were creepy, so creepy in the best kind of way. First up was Beholder by Ryan LaSala. I'm terrified of spiders. There's not a huge amount of references to spiders in this book if you are the same way as I am. I did not have any scary dreams about this book. It takes place in New York and kind of surrounds the art community, the well-heeled art community. And our main character, Ethan, is an assistant to an art dealer. And he is at this fancy schmancy party and he finds himself being basically trapped in this bathroom and told not to leave, and that this mysterious stranger will come back for him when it's safe. While he is there, trapped in this room, he hears screaming, shrieks, like just all of these horrible, horrible guttural noises, and he knows that, you know, bad things are happening. When he leaves, he sees what has happened, and horrific deeds have been done, and everyone who was at that party is no longer with us. He then finds himself kind of on the run because he's so worried that what is going on, like what has happened to compel these people to such violence. And we kind of go into the depths of this art world. There is a creepy cult. There is all of this drama surrounding the art, and it's a little fantastical, but like in a really good way. And there's a little bit of a romance, a bubbling, which I could have done with less romance, more cult, but that's just me. Because the romance was sweet, the romance was adorable. I was rooting for those 2 kids to be together. I say kids, they were adults, but they were like 18. So I'm like, you're so young. How is your youth? And I just really enjoyed it. It was a thinker, and it was really good trying to work out where the book was going to go, what the twists were going to be, and I really, really enjoyed this. There were some references to Greek superstitions with Ethan's grandmother, and yeah, I just had such a good time. This is my 2nd book by Ryan LaSala. And while I loved The Honeys more, I've still really enjoyed this. And he writes a good creepy book, and I love a good creepy book. So definitely high recommendations for this one. And the other book I read on ebook, it was actually an ARC. It came out on the 20th of June. I read it a little bit late, but I still had a really good time with it. It's Freak Slaw by Jane Flett, who is a Scottish author. This book is set in 1997 in a small Scottish town. A travelling fun fair arrive one day and they are populated by people who have been rejected from society, and they've kind of built their own found family. The townsfolk are either just drawn to this fun fair, or the mere existence of this fun fair fills them with rage. There is no middle ground. It is one extreme or the other. Underneath all of the excitement and the neon charms of this fair lies a desire for revenge, and tensions are rising between the townsfolk and the fair folk, and violence is about to kick off. I actually really wanted to read this book in June because I am from a small town where every summer we have a festival and we have a town come, and I just thought it would be really perfect to kind of, I don't know, read this when my town festival was happening. Not that I've been back to my town festival since like 2000 and maybe 9. I think I went in 2009. It wasn't as much fun as an adult, but it was really fun as a kid, and we used to dress up in horrible polyester costumes. We would stand on the church steps, sing to the 12-year-old being crowned queen, and then we would go on floats and go around town, shout hooray. People would throw us sweets. That's pretty much every small Scottish town festival. They didn't have that in this book, but after all of that we would then go to the fair where we would have the shows. There would be like waltzers, hookah duck, all the fun things. So I really just wanted to have a book that kind of captured the excitement of the fair, because like we didn't have traffic lights, so when the waltzers came we were excited. This book was very disorienting in the best kind of way. It was meant to be. And I really liked the way that we kind of jumped from character to character and situation to situation. Things did escalate, but it didn't feel unrealistic, if that makes sense, for a book that was very chaotic, very mystical in parts. I feel like the way that characters reacted really felt in keeping with the characters that we were given. I loved the element of there being a curse. There was a curse, which was linked to the revenge. It made what should have been a fun fair dark. Just dark, so tense. This book was very, I felt like I was on edge, waiting for these tensions. They were just bubbling, and you were like, this is gonna, stuff's gonna happen. People are gonna kick off. And you were just waiting for that to happen. And when it did, everything happened so quickly. It was just fantastic. I had such a good time with this. It was quite visceral in parts, and there were a few moments where I was a bit like, oh, my tummy. Can I deal with this? But I really enjoyed it. So I read these 2 books. They were both kind of creepy, kind of dark, but they were exactly what I wanted and what I needed. Let me know what you've been up to lately, if you've read anything that you want to share. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!